Alright guys, we're about to put the timing cover on. Nice timing cover this guy sent me, eBay find. It was a new takeoff. Came with 2 new cam sensors, a new crank sensor, and never been ran. I guess then they sit on the shelf at a dealership too long. They have to dismantle them and sell parts. But this one accidentally came with a new pulley too. So good deal for a couple $100 delivered. But yeah, make sure that's not gonna flip off onto the floor. And we're just about to get this nasty pig put together. Relatively, you got to take the oil pan off and take all the crap out from underneath it. I mean, the guides, this upper guide right here just disintegrates, and the lower guide on the driver's side disintegrates, and it just all ends up in the pan and in the screen and the pickup, and your tensioners start filling up with little aluminum flakes from the chain wearing on the timing cover. It wore a hole right through the timing cover right here on the top, right there where the timing cover went around. And yeah, just replaced it all. I mean, that's the only way to do it. And I found it easier to take the intake off to do this job, because the intakes really, they're not that bad on this vehicle, and remove the fender skirt on the passenger side. Saves you from having to take the computer out and disconnect the harness, and I guess some people take the AC off too, or disconnect it and discharge it, but I was able to get to the last bolts down underneath, down there. And some more stretch bolts. The cam phasers are 30-pound torque with a 90-degree stretch to them, and I set my torque wrench just for the fun of it at 90 pounds just to see. I usually just mark my cam gear, so I don't know if y'all can see that or not. I'll mark my cam gear at a 90 and then just mark my bolt with my top mark. So for some reason, if you have to stop midway, which you're not really supposed to, you'll know if your bolt is not lined up with your 90-degree mark. But yeah, about an eighth of the way into the turn, my 90 clicked on the torque wrench. And you could actually feel the bolt stretch, probably, I don't know, just guessing, 120. Because right about eighth of the way of the turn, it clicked 90, and it wasn't another, not very far after that, you could actually feel it hold at the same torque as you kept going. So it's just something you can feel. But yeah, I still have to dig all the sludge out of the center of that motor, but I want to get the timing chains, timing cover, and valve covers on before I do any of that. I still have to clean out the spark plug holes. Like I said, I want to get all that stuff sealed up before I do any of that. I mean, I'm sure this motor's seen its trash. If you saw what I dug out of the oil pan, you'll see. But yeah, next we're putting the timing cover on. Let me see, what was some of the torques. 8 pounds on your guides. I think it was 18 pounds on the tensioners. I think that was it. 30 pounds on the cam phaser bolt, and then 90 degrees. I couldn't find a torque for the these here. I went to like 7 inch-pounds, because that's a very, very small. So I will try to find that somewhere else before I put that valve cover on. But that's not going to stop me from doing the timing cover and the oil pan and all that stuff. Yeah, the oil pump. Let me see, what was the torques on the oil pump and the guides? I think it was 8 pound on all those also. Let's see. Are these the ones I went by? Yeah, oil pump, 8 pounds, 96 inch-pounds. I think actually I went to 100 inch-pounds on all that, guides and all. There was a couple of conflicting, you know, it's always conflicting. But yeah, that's what I went with, 100 inch-pounds on the guides. The tensioners, let me see, tensioners I went to 216 inch-pounds. And let me see, that was it. So now we're fixing to do timing cover. All right. We'll come back as we get closer and closer. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned. What a nasty, nasty, nasty pig. When they poke a hole in the timing cover, they really get nasty. All right, thanks for watching.